My name is Kuipiio Livingston. I'm a native Detroiter, and I love to sing. Detroit is the mecca of music artistry. We have some of the biggest talents homegrown here. You got Bishop Marvin Winans, you have the Clark sisters, Fred Hammond, Vanessa Bell Armstrong, just to name a few. And I've had opportunity to sing behind many of them. But I've always known that even though I was in the background, one day I was going to have to step forward. I currently live in Detroit, Michigan, and I love my city. It's a great place to live. It has so much music history. I mean, Motown started here, and it kind of inspired this first single. Uh, I Love You is the name of the song, and it has that Motown feel, and I hope you enjoy it. In 1992, I got an opportunity to record in a real studio, and I was hooked. I knew that doing an album was going to be in my future. I just didn't know how long it was going to take, and I didn't know how many hurdles I had to get over to actually begin the process. I met my producer while singing background in a band, and I remember the first time I heard him play, I was in awe. I don't say that a lot about musicians because I know a lot of musicians, but the gift that he had, I thought it was awesome. And I was hoping one day maybe we could work together, but I didn't really know. It wasn't until years later that I actually hooked back up with him and found out that he had a company.
I met Kuipiio in a band, playing with Darnell Kendricks, and needless to say, she can sing. So we kind of decided to start working together, doing some music, and turned out pretty cool. So here we are.
Found out that he had a company called Kingdom Sound, a production company, and he asked me if I wanted to be a part, and I said yes. And we were working, writing, producing. And then after writing several songs, he said, "Why don't we do your record?" And I said yes. And then the hard work began. I want you to know it's really gonna be alright.
This project, Kuipiio was the name of the project. This project is important to me because it really expresses, I think, together how we feel about music, about love, about life, about God, and also because we've been working on it for the last 2 years. I think it's about time to come out. So I just hope you enjoy the project.
I can heal all the hurt that you feel inside. If you trust in me and do not doubt, I'd calm your worries and fears. I was diagnosed with a disease called sarcoidosis in '99, and it affected my liver and my lungs. And over the years, it has caused additional damage, leaving my lungs scarred. And the doctors told me that they are not able to repair the tissue because it's so fragile, and offered to add me to the transplant list because ultimately their diagnosis is that I need a double lung transplant. So you're healing when to set us free. I believe God. I believe in God, and I believe that I'm already healed. It's been a long road from '99 till today. It's hard to learn to breathe again, but I know that I'm supposed to be singing, even though the lungs may be scarred. God in his infinite wisdom didn't allow the scars to harm my vocal cords. I believe people are waiting to hear me and to see what God can do, even when people, even doctors say you can't. I believe God.
Working with Kuipiio definitely was a God idea. I think it was because it would seem as though working with somebody with a disability would be a little more difficult with the breathing, and because it takes breathing to sing. But honestly, when we really started working together, I really found out that there was no difference in working with her than working with any other artist that I worked with because of disability. It was a great experience, and hope to keep it going.
I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow. That's the reason why I sing. I sing because it makes me happy. It really does make me happy to sing. I sing because it's my opportunity to say how I'm feeling, the way I want to say it. And I enjoy writing music that expresses the deep emotions that people have and the experiences. And the songs that I've written are absolutely where I've been over the years. And I hope people identify with it and that they hear that there's hope, that they can come out of it. There's a silver lining, and that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I am a Christian artist with a contemporary soulful flair, and I don't mean that just in genre, but I sing and I write music that really comes from my heart and really comes from my soul. And I want people to really feel that. We as Christians go through everyday life situations, and I want to be able to express that, but from a Christian perspective, what God has to say about love and when we face tragedy, how we approach those situations. And that's the kind of music I like to do. When people hear me sing and they hear me minister, I want them to walk away knowing that if God be for you, who can be against you? Who or what? That even on oxygen, you're able to do what God has called you to do. That you need to give him all that you have and watch him work with you. This is my first album, and it's entitled Kuipiio, pronounced Kuipiio. My name is Hawaiian, and it's not easy to say if you look at it, so I decided to add the phonetic spelling so that people would be able to say it. The first single on this album is entitled I Love You, and it's the one that has the little Motown feel. It's written by myself and my producer, James Shelton, and I really hope you like it.
Kuipiio's voice is an unusual voice. It's very soothing, it's jazzy, it's soulful, it's a little churchy. But she has a great voice. I think that her voice is different. It's definitely, you can't put a picture or a name, like you can't say she sounds like, or you know what I mean. So her voice and also her writing is it's awesome. It really is. Some of the lyrics, when you get a chance to hear the record, I'm sure you'll pick it up. It will just blow you away because it's not like any other type of writing. God has really given her a gift. I'm glad to be the producer that was able to bring such a wonderful talent out.
When we started writing this song, I thought about the fact that people say they're in love all the time. And I don't know if people really know what love means. And so I thought about how God loves us unconditional, how he loved us before we were even born. And once we have that experience with him and we fall in love with him, for me, it's been like, I can't get enough. And I'm so in love with him that I want to tell everybody how he makes me feel. He is right now the man of my life. So just want everybody to know I love him. And I hope you enjoy it.